40 miles from Lemberg. And he was cheap. He was so cheap that he didn't give his wife enough money to buy food or clothes, and his wife was always angry and hungry, and the two of them were constantly quarreling, until one day this man said, "I can't live with this woman any longer." But to divorce her would cost him a lot of money. Didn't I tell you that he was cheap? So he thought and thought for a long time, and he came up with an idea. He said, "I'm going to go to the rabbi of Lemberg, and he will take me out of this situation." So he made the 40-mile journey to Lemberg, went to the rabbi and said, "Rabbi, when I married my wife, she was as sweet as a dove. But now she's more devil than human. I can't live with her any longer. I want you to pray so she should die." Now, it so happened that the rabbi had heard of this man, and he said, "Look, young man, I'm a rabbi. I can't pray so that your wife dies. I can't pray for anybody to die. But I think I can give you an advice. You see, in the Talmud, it says that if you pledge money to charity and don't pay, then as a punishment, your loved ones will die. So this is what I advise you to do. This Shabbos, go to shul, pledge lots of money to charity and don't pay, and then as a punishment, your wife will die." "Rabbi, you're so smart. What a brilliant idea." So this man, who never went to synagogue, that Shabbos went to shul, and at the appropriate moment, he got up and started pledging money. He pledged 50 rubles to the rabbi's fund, and 75 rubles to the yeshiva, and 100 rubles for the poor, and he kept pledging more and more money, and the people there sat in total amazement that this cheap man was pledging so much money. And the officers of the synagogue couldn't wait for Shabbos to be over to cash the pledges. So after Havdalah, 2 officers went to this man's house and asked for the money. And the man said, "Don't be ridiculous. I'm not going to give you any money." Well, now they knew that not only was he cheap, but he was also crazy. Now, time went by, but nothing happened to his wife. If anything, she was healthier than ever. She was stronger than a horse. So this man made the 40-mile journey to Lemberg, and he went to the rabbi and said, "Rabbi, I did what you told me. I pledged lots of money to charity and didn't pay, but my wife, she's healthier than ever." And the rabbi said, "You know, young man, I've been thinking about your situation. Because in the Talmud it says that if you pledge money to charity and don't pay, as a punishment, your loved ones will die. But for you, if your wife dies, it's not going to be a punishment because you helped her. If you want her to die, you have to love her first. So this is what I advise you to do. You are here in the big city of Lemberg. Go to a nice store, get your wife a present, you'll give it to her. She won't know what came over you. She'll smile at you, you'll smile back at her, she'll give you a kiss, you'll give her a kiss, and then you'll love her again. Rabbi, you're so smart, what a brilliant idea. And he thought, 40 or 50 rubles for a present compared to the cost of a divorce? So he went to a nice store, got his wife a present, and everything happened as the rabbi had said. He gave her the present. The wife didn't know what had come over him. She gave him a kiss. He also gave him a kiss. And before long, they were were like young lovers again. And a few days later, the wife got sick. She took to her bed, and the husband thought, oh no, she's gonna die. I don't want her to die. I love her. So he made the 40-mile journey to Lemberg and went to the rabbi and said, Rabbi, my wife, she's sick in bed. She's gonna die. And I don't want her to die because I love her. I did exactly what you told me. I bought her a beautiful present. I pledged lots of money and didn't pay. What shall I do now? And the rabbi said, pay. And that's what he did. And if they lived happily ever after, that's none of our business.